No! 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 The full version of Toy Zombies has been released. Alright, let's move quickly. This is a place I've been to before. It feels a bit familiar. In this gameplay, I'll only comment on the parts that matter. Here, you just need to activate the arcade machine in front of you. What's this? Is it a minigame? After a long conversation, I can finally move. It seems there's no path leading to the other side. Right after the minigame ends, the floor collapses, and the story of the protagonist John begins. Objective: look for the red button to open the access gate. The button is highlighted here. Here comes a cute little friend. This one really loves flashlights. Every time you die to a mascot, you can learn the traits of the one that killed you. Especially, this bunny will chase me even faster if I start running. If you stop for a moment and look at this friend, it will disappear. There's an entrance over there. There is a keycard here. Hour 1, 9 p.m. You have to find 4 generators, each located in each accessible warehouse. To find them more quickly, you can follow the red wires that connect to the main generator. This is animal shopping, and there are quite a lot of shops here. Anyway, we need to activate 4 generators to open this door. The generators can be found in the warehouse, and you can locate them by following the red lines above. Now there's just one left. You must look for the access card in the hallway, where the pink cable ends. Now let's go a bit deeper. This yellow friend seems to dislike running in light. Hour 2, 10 p.m. Every time you pick up a keycard, you can find an arcade machine right next to it. Let's keep going. If I remember correctly, this time we need to head to the game center. That friend we just saw is also something you need to be very careful about. There are quite a lot of mascots living in this mall, and they'll all attack you at once. Hi, are you thinking about going on a date with me? Through this kind of camera movement, it shows us where we need to go. Oh, it means we should press the button we hit earlier again. We finally entered the arcade center. If I remember correctly, the demo version ended around here. The next keycard is here. Hour 3, 11 p.m. Objective: open the other part of the arcade. A few hours later. No! What the hell? What even is this minigame? That friend seems to really like light as well. Interact with the security cameras to repair the electrical circuit and open the food court gate. Find them on the monitor in the pizzeria. The security cameras were a bit hard to find. Still, if you look toward the upper area of this zone, you can spot them by following the faint red glow. That's a really loud note. You just need to check the cameras here and interact with them to restore them. But even though the cameras are supposedly broken, they seem perfectly visible. When the bear appears here, just keep looking at it until it disappears. Anyway, let's go ahead and interact with the security cameras. When you interact with the security camera, your progress gets saved. That's a huge relief. Okay now, you can press the button next to the main office monitor. Let's give it another try. Sometimes death slows things down, but other times, it actually speeds up your progress. We're almost there. If I remember correctly, the objective here is to grab the keycard inside the lit shop. Just follow me. Right next to the button we saw earlier, there's a shop with the lights on. Press the second floor. If you press the first floor, it'll take you back down to the parking garage we were in earlier. Anyway, let me catch my breath for a moment and get ready to run. Hour 4, 12 a.m. Go down in the elevator and find the corpse with the access card in the store with the light on to open the gate. You just grabbed a briefcase with the pay of thousands of workers. Again, now you have more money. Oh my god. It's quite a brutal story. I'm really curious to see how it unfolds later. Another new mascot has appeared. Looks like my life is going to be in even more danger in all kinds of ways now. If you're not sure how to find your way, you can press Remember the Way in the menu. And you don't have to follow this exact path to the destination. You can head there freely however you like. Just follow me. We'll switch to stealth mode here for a bit. Holy! Wow, that friend is staring at me with such an intense gaze. We need to repeatedly turn on the generator to lift the door. We've escaped that threat for now, though it might only be temporary. Hour 5, 1 a.m. Well, you can pretty much guess how far the bad things will go. You decided to steal your grandmother's money. How thoughtful. You put the oven on full blast. Catches fire. No, the house is on fire! Even Satan would say this is too much. From here, another long journey is about to begin. It might be tough to memorize the path all at once. Anyway, to sum it up, we need to pull the lever inside the supermarket. And once again, we're not going to follow the suggested path. We'll be heading in a different direction. Because if we take a different path, instead of the suggested one, something familiar will be waiting for us. From here, just think of it as sticking to the left wall as you move. I can see a small friend over there. This friend just gave us a hint about what to do next. We can move based on that hint. We're almost there. I can see the supermarket.
No!
Luckily, we've restarted right in front of the supermarket, so we don't have to make that long trip again. Let's follow the objective and pull the lever. You need to find the following items in the supermarket to fix the lever. There's a replacement here. And cable. And the gear is right here. Fix the lever so you can open the gate. Look for the 2 access cards located under the storage room.
No!
That mannequin loses interest and disappears if there's no light, but it can also force your flashlight to turn on. With so many different mascots suddenly showing up, it gets confusing. Even when you know their patterns, it's often hard to figure out how to react. That mannequin is quite an interesting one. Our destination isn't reached by taking this lift. That entrance is the checkpoint where we respawned earlier. We need to go down beneath the supermarket, so we'll use these stairs. I can see a keycard up ahead. Hour 6, 2 a.m. Look for the other access card located under the supermarket. Alright, time for another mini game. This time, the vibe feels quite different. We can follow the white friend to progress, but I'll take a quick look around here first. I see someone wearing red over there. Should we try talking to that? Did this weirdo really just interrupt me for this shit? The crying child speaks. My plushy frog's eye fell off. You throw the frog's eye further. The kid keeps crying. You can follow the friend's guidance, but let's take a quick look around first. Let's keep exploring this place. Wow. Looks like we've checked most of it out. Now let's follow that friend. A broken puppeteer machine. A shitty prototype. Now you just need to talk to the friend in the center. At least I hope. Once again, the minigame ends with that unsettling laughter. Anyway, we just need to find another keycard somewhere around here. It's not completely dark here, but it's easy to lose your way. Finally, we found the next keycard. Holy! No! That annoying monkey just ran off with the keycard. The place we just saw was the dinner zone. It's actually pretty far from here. And this looks like the parking garage we passed earlier. This is the entrance to the mall. Thinking about it now, we could have gotten here faster if we used the elevator in the back. Luckily, that friend doesn't come into the elevator. Wait, is this elevator broken? You need to be especially careful of that snake too. We've arrived near the destination we saw earlier, but we still need to go a bit further. Huh? What the freak? For now, let's chase after that bunny. Seems like this isn't the right way after all. Let's find another path. Yes, here is exactly where we need to be. There are buttons scattered all around this area. That monkey from earlier is up there. If you press the button nearby, it'll play a speaker sound and annoy it. We need to chase that fleeing monkey and keep bothering it. Of course, you have to stay alive the whole time. If you die, you'll have to start all over again. The farther we go, the more aggressive the mascots get. We'll have to dodge them as best as we can. Wow, I almost died here more times than I can count. Finally, that dang monkey dropped the keycard.
No!
Luckily, it looks like we won't have to do that monkey chase again. So, let's go find the keycard. First, let's assume this entrance is our starting point. It looks like the spot where the monkey drops the keycard is fixed. Here it is. Hour 7, 3 a.m. You must interact with these monitors in order to create a cinema access card. Alright, it's minigame time. But those two are heading off somewhere together. Looks like we're going to have to follow those two. Jesus! No, this is getting worse. What? What's wrong with that friend's eyes? Hey! How about turning yourself into the police? What the? Another long journey begins once again. Not sure if we'll survive this one though. The elevator is taking its sweet time getting here. I thought the elevator was coming all the way from the moon. I made it. At least for now. Just a little further.
No!
Looking at this, I know exactly what to do. You won't see it in the video, but I actually died a lot. We're near the destination. Here is the exact spot. Come to think of it, that orange monkey's name is Mono. Looks like we can just follow the line. There's something on the monitor that looks like fingerprints. Wow, the next objective looks pretty complicated. You can now go to the deposit to get your new access card. You can review the path again from the pause menu. Wow, we made it again. Hour 8, 4 a.m. There's another arcade machine ahead. He was a father before he was a police officer. He knew what the right thing was. But on that day, he chose to set that standard aside. Now it feels like nothing can stop the protagonist in that minigame. You must find the film tapes for the corresponding deactivated projector. Once you find a tape, you must place it in its respective projector. Now we just need to head to the theater. Even while running, the tension never lets up. Anyway, we've made it to the cinema like this. There are mascots in the theater here too. Of course, these ones are just statues. This feels like something I've seen before. We need to head up to the upper floor of the theater, because we need to find out how many tapes are required. First, it looks like we need to activate projector number 10. We need tape number 9. You can find tape number 9 in theater room 9. We need tape 1. We also need tape number 7. We even need tape number 4, so we have to collect tapes from theaters 1, 4, 7, and 9. First, we're going to die here and restart from the checkpoint. We'll restart from the theater entrance. Now, let's head into each of the theaters we talked about earlier. Whoa! It feels like running from a nightmare. I can see a tape over there. Fortunately, even if you die after picking it up, you'll respawn with the tape still collected.
No!
First, let's insert tapes 1 and 4 into the projector. Oh! Looks like a movie is playing over there.
Mono, ¿cómo estás, hermano?
I'll skip watching the movie. Let's insert the tape into projector 4. Now you'll respawn here. Now only tapes 7 and 9 are left. Screening room 9 is right here. After playing Projector 7, I'll teleport straight to Screening Room 9, since we were just outside it earlier. Let's go. At this point, it's better to just die quickly. We'll restart in front of Projector 7. Now we just need to play Projector 9, and then turn on Projector 10. Now we just need to head to Screening Room 10. No! 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 Whoa, isn't this way too intense? We can't stop. Let's sprint to Screening Room 10. Finally, I found the keycard. Huh? Mono? Escape. As the instructor said at the beginning of the hour, you must escape through the entrance gate that is near the parking lot. Now we need to escape this theater. Just follow the red light and keep running. Of course, you'll need to watch out for the mascots chasing you. Of all things, this button isn't working. There should have been another way to reach the parking lot instead of this door. Looks like I made the wrong choice. This mall is pretty poorly built, but thanks to that, I survived. But the flashlight just went out. We have no choice but to follow the light. Someone keeps talking to me. I thought someone was staring at me, but it's just an ATM. Looks like there's a flashlight nearby. Hour 9, 5 a.m. Arcade machine appear every time the time changes. What is this? This really feels like some kind of hell. This is just a massacre. Unbelievable things just keep happening one after another. Mono is getting closer. Holy! That last scene almost feels like something out of the Walten Files. You have to follow the red path and find a way to get to the owner's office. I can faintly see a red glow in the distance. We just need to head toward that light. What? Why are there so many of them?
No!
At this point, I've died so many times I've even lost my reaction to dying. I can see the exit right over there. From here, we'll move into the vent on the right. Right. Where does this vent even lead to? This place looks abandoned, and it's piled up with mannequins everywhere. It looks like we might get attacked by that mannequin we saw earlier. It's simple. When the mannequin tries to attack me, I just turn off the flashlight. Looks like I found the exit. There's a keycard right here in the center. Hour 10, 6 a.m. It almost sounds like a bell ringing from heaven. Press the button next to the monitor. Finally, the main gate swings wide open, and sunlight starts pouring in. I've got a feeling there's an arcade machine somewhere around here. But where could it be? There it is. I thought this was dead, but it came back. Seriously, something's not right. I can't tell if it's a robot, a mannequin, or a person. It just moves. Jack ended up trapped here with no way out, almost like a bound spirit. With no other choice, Jack decides to go back inside. Holy, is that Jack? Looks like this arcade machine finally broke down and stopped working. Now we have to escape this hellish place. For this chase, we can only leave it up to luck. You'll see why. No way! Jack can pass through walls now. This is about to get really difficult. All we can do is run as fast as possible. When the boss gets close, you need to left click to clear the gauge. Once the gauge is cleared, shine the flashlight on the boss's face. Let's go. It's chasing at an insane speed. Avoiding it might honestly come down to luck. I'll keep following the light and push forward without giving up. And in the distance, I can see a light. Finally, the endless, hellish night comes to an end, and we're greeted by the light of dawn. We usually take mornings and evenings for granted, but this made me realize just how precious they really are. Remembering this precious freedom. But it doesn't feel like everything is truly over. I'll leave the rest of the story up to you. What kind of ending would you reach? After finishing the game, the extra section unlocks, and this is where things start to get interesting. Wait, this game actually started back in 2012? Over 10 years. That's a long time to keep something like this alive. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for that. If you enjoyed the game, I hope you'll show some support. This wraps up Toy Zombies for today. I highly recommend you try it out for yourself, and with that, I'll be ending the video here. Thank you for watching.